Hey everyone, how's it going? So, doing something a little bit different today. I'm actually filming with Mrs. Wrenching's phone. The reason being is because I'm going to use my phone to show you something. So, as you know, I use the Kingbolen K10 and I use the Kingbolen S600 scanners, and I did the comparison between the S600 and the launch, and I used the launch against the snap-on and stuff like that. I did those tests. Well, anyway, Kingbolen noticed that I used their scanners. So they actually sent me this. They want me to try this out for them. So they sent me this to try this. The Ediag Delete from Kingbolen. And what it is it's a pod that plugs into the OBD port. And basically you load a program on your phone and you use your phone as a scanner. Okay, that's cool. Let's try it, see what it is. Now, the program, it's an app, basically. And I already loaded it on my phone at home. I already got it all loaded up. You have to load it up. You have to register the device. And you have to sync it to your phone and everything else. I already did all of that just to get that part of it out of the way because I wanted to see how it worked, to be honest with you. And I didn't want to just clog up making a video showing that. It's pretty simple stuff. But let's open this up. Let's actually see what's in here. And let me show you and I'll explain everything. So here, just drop this out. I had it upside down. And you get this nice little compact carrying case so you can stick it in your glove box if you want. And you get a set of instructions, and you get this, that actually registers the actual dongle to your app. So this way you can use it on your app. So once you upload everything, you upload the actual app to your phone, you can go ahead and then register that so this way you can use it. Now, to get the app on your phone, the easiest thing to do is you find the instructions, which are right here. And it was pretty simple. Like I said, I can't show you again now because obviously I've already done it. And you have that QR code there. You scan that QR code and it brings the app right up. So now you can upload the app. Do it while you're hooked to Wi-Fi. Trust me, it makes life a lot easier. I'm just trying to see, is there anything else in this box? No, there isn't. Once you get the app uploaded onto your phone and you plug the dongle in, I'll show you that in a second. Basically, it's going to tell you have to set up an account and stuff like that. It doesn't cost you anything to set up the account, but you have to set up this account, and they want to be able to access your photos and stuff like that because it'll generate reports that you can email to yourself. So it has to be able to access that stuff on your phone. If you don't want it to, that's fine. But it asks for that permission, so I gave it permission. And then it asks you to scan, the particular QR code to identify this dongle that's in here to the app that you have now installed on your phone. So let's open this up and let me show you. It's just a simple dongle like what comes with the K10. So here, I'm trying to do everything single-handed. So let me actually, sorry. I'm unzipping it. I'm trying to do it with both hands here. I got my granddaughter outside running around like a lunatic. So here it is. I already got fingerprints on it. Ediag Elite, sorry. Ediag Elite. And basically it's just a dongle that plugs in. And then you have lights there so you can actually see the lights and see how they work. So on this one, I'm sorry if you might hear my granddaughter making noise out there, but so be it. Now on this, I know the dongle goes here. And there's a light on both ends. So it goes just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my phone. And I'm going to go right here to Ediag. That's the app that I installed. Okay. And then we're going to go to All Systems Diagnostics. Now I'm in my Kia and I've already done this once. But actually, let me show you this real quick. Like maintenance functions, let's say, all right? Now here, like oil maintenance reset, you have to download everything on here. It doesn't cost anything once you purchase the dongle, which as you see down there is lit up. It doesn't cost anything, but you have to download it. I'm actually at my daughter's house, so I might be hooked to the internet. I'm not 100% certain. But let's just see what you can do. You got oil maintenance reset, and what I have found with anything with Kingbolen, if there isn't like on this, it doesn't have a like reset like a Honda would have or a Toyota would have, or Mercedes or one of them. I don't think that this actually has a maintenance minder. But if the vehicle has like a mechanical version or manual version, I should say, where you would reset it, it'll tell you exactly how to do it. Or it would have something in here to where you would just go ahead and it would reset it. Completely depends on the vehicle itself. So some vehicles may not be equipped with this stuff where you don't have to worry about it. So just something to keep in mind. So back to here, you have a mobilizer reset. That's for like the theft system. Electronic throttle relearn. I can download that. Let me just show you that because this does have electronic. I'm going to download everything, but I just don't need it right now. I'm going to download that. I don't even know if it'll allow me to do it. It should. If I'm not hooked to the internet here, I am hooked to through the actual cell carrier. All right, so that's available now. You could do ABS bleeding. If a vehicle is equipped to do ABS bleeding, you could do it. Brake reset. Brake reset is for if you have electric parking brake, which this does not. This has a manual lever. So if you have electric parking brake, that will actually allow you to retract the calipers and put them back. I mean, pretty handy feature, right? If you have a diesel, certain vehicles, obviously, it allow you to do DPF regen. Throttle position sensor, tire pressure monitor sensor allow you to do a reset. Steering angle reset, that's a good one too, because on this one, I actually have codes for that. Actually, that might be something good to look into. Let me see, did that one finish? That one finished. Let me go to steering angle reset. Let's do that one because maybe, I know it has codes for it, so I didn't even realize there was a problem. This thing also has airbag codes, which I've never had an airbag light on, so just kind of surprising. So let's let that load up real quick. And then what else is in here? See, there's a bunch of stuff. You have injector coding, gearbox relearn, the battery matching, because on some vehicles, when you replace the battery, you have to basically let the computer know that you replaced the battery, because it adjusts the charging system accordingly to the battery that you have in it. Supposedly it makes it last longer. I don't know. I don't fully understand the actual reasoning behind it, but many cars do that nowadays. Gear battery matching, EGR adaptation, sunroof initialization. Some vehicles, with the automatic sunroofs and stuff, you have to initialize those. Air level calibration, adaptive front lighting. So there's actually quite a bit here. So in the maintenance and maintenance software schedule here. So if we go back, because like I said, I'm not all that concerned. We're going to go to all system diagnostics. We're going to do a VIN decode. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I don't really care about any of that. We're going to do a VIN scan. And it should decode the VIN. Just like the S600 and even the K10. Okay. Excuse me, after getting COVID a week ago, I am still heavily congested. Now, you got to remember something, too. Some phones may not allow you to do this, because I did try loading this up on a spare phone that I had. It was an iPhone, and it wouldn't let me do it. And it's just, it wasn't hooked to the, it wasn't hooked to a cell carrier. It's a dead phone that I have, but it was an older, like, i6, I think, and for some reason it wouldn't let me use it. So, whatever. That's why I'm doing it this way. So, let's see, 16 pin. I know it's a 16 pin. Any vehicle you have in the United States is going to be 16 pin, just so you know. We're going to do automatic search. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, you have a choice, U.S. area or Canada area. So we are U.S. area. I hit that, and you see it highlighted around it. Now I can hit OK. OK. Let's do a health report. So now it's going to do a vehicle scan. I'm assuming that this does have the capability to do all the ECMs that are in the vehicle. Or I should say modules that are in the vehicle, not ECM. That was the incorrect thing to say. We picked my granddaughter up from school, and she wanted ice cream, so we stopped at an ice cream place. And since I've lost all this weight, I try not to eat too much ice cream and stuff like that, but I had myself a small vanilla sundae, and whew, it's repeating on me. So I apologize for having indigestion, but that's what's going on. Anyway, let's let this finish. So it's almost there. It's at 81%, 88. So here it shows it's got a code in the electronic stability program. It's got airbag codes, motor-driven power steering, and tire pressure monitors. Okay, well, let's make a report. Okay, so it's generating a PDF, and here's what you get. So now what you can do is, here is the actual PDF that it provides you. Okay? So, and it tells you the codes and everything else. And now the nice thing is you can email this to yourself if you wanted to. So, like from here, I'll hit the little share button up here. So now I'm going to go to Gmail, and I'll just hit to Wrenching with Kenny. So from one account to another, and send. Okay? Because I have this registered under a different account. All right, so there's your report. So now, we just go back. I was just hitting the back button up there. I'm sorry if you didn't see that. Actually, let me scan out slightly. Sorry about that. Let's see. Go back. No. Are you sure you want to exit? Cancel. No. I want to go into... Well, I mean, clear DTCs. I guess we could try clearing DTCs. Let's see what happens. Are you sure you want to clear the system DTCs? Yep. Let's see what it does. It may not allow me to clear the steering codes. All right. So it did clear all the codes. Wow. Okay. So now, let's see what's in engine. Let's see what we can actually see in engine, in ECM. We got module information. This should give you like the module identification numbers and stuff. Yeah, it tells you the different software numbers and stuff like that. Okay. So we don't really care about that. Read fault code, clear fault code, read data stream. Okay, let's see what we got for data stream. Compressor on by ECU, AC on condition, AC pressure. Let's just pick these two. Let's just see what they actually show. So it's showing that the compressor is on and the AC on condition is on, meaning I have chosen to turn the AC on. So now if I turn this off, it turns the AC off, and see that? It turns that off. So as you can see here, I'll turn it on, and it shows that it's on here. Okay, that's cool. Let's see. What does it say more? Let's see. You can combine. You could save samples. All right, that's pretty cool. I don't need to do that right now. So let's see. Accelerator pedal position, sensor voltage 1 and 2. Let's see what that shows. Okay, and now you have, see that you have, I think that's graph. Is that graph? Oh, it'll show in volts and millivolts. Interesting. Let's do this. Let's go to more. Hit combine. Okay. Oh, look at that. It shows a graph. That's me hitting the gas pedal. So this way you can see if there's any glitches in the gas. That's awesome, actually. Wow, that's actually pretty darn cool. Okay, I'm cool with that. And you can save it too if you wanted to. Actual engine speed. And let's see, what's a good one here? It gives you quite a bit. And it's all alphabetical too, see that? Injector time. Well, okay, let's just see. Injector time. Okay. Select all. All right, let's do this. So hit more. Let's combine. Okay. Now, this is not a scope. Don't think that this is a scope. What this is a graphing meter. And you may be wondering, what's the difference? Well, a graphing meter is basically, it's taking the number that comes up, be it 600 RPM, like it shows a digital number, and it's changing it to graph form is all it's doing. Whereas a scope is actually reading it on a scope parameter, compared to this like actual time. So this is not that, but this is just basically, it's just showing what. There was just a dog running in the yard. I'm just looking at that. So this is just showing what the actual analog number would be. That's all in graph manner. That's all. So that's pretty cool for showing you my nose hair there. So let's back up. So yeah, so you see, you get some pretty good information here. And like, I'm very, very impressed with how much data PIDs they actually give you. I mean, you got knock detected, knock sensors, lambda, mass airflow, O2s, pulse width, modulation at VCM, sensor reference voltages. Wow, yeah, they give you a lot. Okay, I'm pretty impressed with that. Let's see what else is in here. Now I'm just actuator tests. Okay, so engine check lamp. Okay, engine check lamp mill. Let's see. They want the engine off to do this. See that? So let's turn the key on. But now the check engine light is on with the key just on. So let me start it for a second. Let me hit start. Will it allow me to do anything? Yeah, see, it says failed. Okay, so let's stop. If it'll allow me to. Let's try this. Okay, now let's see what happens. Now activating success. So it's allowing it to flash. Okay. All right. You cannot return to this function before stopping it. Okay, so you have to stop the test. Now you hit back. All right, so, but you can control the AC relay, canister shut-off valve, the fan motor, high, low, canister purge, ignition coil enable, disable, injectors, you can turn them on and off, O2 heaters. There's quite a bit here. I'm actually very surprised at how much is on here. This is pretty darn cool. All right, let's do one last thing here. So all right, and let's go back. So let's just see. Oh, transmitter code saving. Huh, I'm curious. No, that's not what I thought it was. Okay. So let's see. Weight classification system. That's for the passenger airbag. Electronic stability program. This has to be for the steering also then, right? Actuator test. Let's see. No, that's not what I thought it was. So, okay. So now, you can't do it through here. You have to go back. You want to exit? Yes. So let's go back. Go back. Sure you'd like to exit? Yes. All right, so maintenance functions. Let me go to the steering angle reset. I'm just really curious about this. You can hear the dongle down there making noise as it's trying to figure out what's going on. Because this has electric steering, so but I don't even know if this function may not even be in here. I'm just curious if it is. Because I actually had to change the rack. When I bought this car, I had to put a new steering rack in it. And I had my Snap-on scanner at the time, and I don't recall if I had to do a steering angle reset on it. Because this steering rack is from the wrecked vehicle that I purchased to get the engine and transmission out of for this vehicle. So, I don't know. Okay, here, it came up with a list. All right, so Kia, switch ignition on it is it's USA. And it's a Soul. I don't know what the AM or PS is. I have the slightest idea what that even means. So I'm going to go with AM. AM is probably the dates. Let's see, Soul PS. Yeah, it's the dates. So in case you're wondering, see that? Soul PS. So I guess they changed the body designation in 2014. So this is an AM because it's a 2012-2013. So steering angle sensor reset. It is in here. So calling it mode 21. Let's see. This function is used for initiating ASP calibration performance function when you replace the EPS ECU or do work related to the electronic power steering. If you're ready, hit OK. We're going to hit OK. This function is used for initiating ESP calibration performance function. Okay, there's two steps. Ignition on, then engine on. Turn the steering wheel to straight ahead position and press OK. Okay, let's do this. Let me pull out into the driveway a little bit here. Hang on a second, I gotta make sure my granddaughter isn't running around. She's with Meg. I'm just making sure. Last thing I want to do is have any kind of... Okay, there she is. Last thing I want to do is have any kind of accidents. Alright, now sometimes you have to have the car level too, so let me get this to a point of where it's as reasonably close to level as possible. Alright, which is right about here. Alright, now, the one thing I've found on every single one of these tests, they want the steering wheel straight ahead, and you got to be relatively close to level. So there, the steering wheel is straight, and you can see the steering wheel light is flashing. So let me hit OK, because ignition on, engine on, turn the steering wheel, whatever, I did that. Press OK. Initiation completed. After ignition, key off, wait 15 seconds. Okay, so turn it off. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. It's a rough guess. All right, so now turn the key on and then press the OK button. So now it should actually be okay. But like I said, the code never came back after I cleared it, so I'm not too concerned about it. But it does have the ability to do it. So, if I'm not mistaken, this thing is like $100, something in that range. Actually, let me look real quick and I'll get right back to you. Hang on one second. All right, so they run about $100, $110, roughly $100 to $110. Right now, as of the moment of this video, for the next 10 hours, it's actually on sale for 85 bucks. So I'm going to put a link in the description, but if you visit the Kingbolen store on Amazon, that's where you'll find it for that price. I just double checked it. They don't sponsor me or anything like that, so they just sent me this as a gift, said, here, try this, let us know what you think. So that's why I did that. And I know they sent one to my buddy Snafu Rich too, because I've mentioned him so many times in the videos and they've checked out his channel. So anyway, that's pretty much it. So I'm actually digging this. This is actually pretty cool for such a little tiny, basically a scanner. You're getting a full-on scanner. I'm sure it's limited in its abilities, but it seems to do about the same as what that S600 will do, except now you have everything on your cell phone. So just kind of interesting. So do you want everything on your cell phone? Do you want to have a separate scanner? Me personally, I prefer a separate scanner, but to have this in your glove box to use, like if you're on the road, like let's say you're going to go buy, if you're into buying used cars and stuff like that, to flip them or whatever you're doing, or just buying a used car for whatever reason, something good to have in your glove box, so this way you can like scan the car that you're going to be looking at, or you're going to a used car dealer or whatever you're out there doing. It may be something good to have, just like I said, stuck in your glove box, as long as you have your phone with you, the one that's tied to that. So, all right. Anyway, that's about it. So, like I said, look down in the description. I'll put a link to this. And like I said, if you can give stuff a click, I really appreciate it. It does help me show traffic. If you do buy something, I do get a little percentage of it, but I'm not asking you to do that. So, anyway, that's about it. All right, guys. I hope you got something out of that video. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, have a great day. Keep wrenching.